Um. Let me link stream. Let me link stream. General. No announcements. Guys, let's fix our leaking heads. Oh, what's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? I'm back from my study stream. Mini feed. All right. All right, Boise State. Let's fucking get better at the game. Did I run this spot? No, I probably didn't, but I didn't run it yet. This is the spot, right? Yeah. All right, chat. We ran check because I was smart enough in-game to realize that this spot was objectively horrible. So guess what we did? We checked range here with kings, with the kongs. Must feel we bet the spots, but I would just be exploiting myself. To be honest, hello, sir. I'm the worst dancing career. Scary. I feel so watched, but I hope it turns things around. Deuce, I think I'm in not the worst dancing career, but you want to see my graph? And if I can do it, dude, and this is, keep in mind, I'm doing this on stream in front of people. I'm not really getting flamed. Everyone's actually really nice. Like, you guys people are actually really nice. But I'm doing this on stream. It's embarrassing. I'm playing at a low stake. Deuce, just lock in. And not lock in, just stop feeling sorry for yourself, man. You chose to play poker. You know, it's supposed to suck. We all go through it, and it's not kind. I mean, it's just try to play your best. And don't be hard on yourself when you play worse. When you're losing, you're just going to play worse. It's just true. So and the last thing you want to do is start beating yourself up. Yeah, but the rake block is $1 trillion, sir. I mean, that's true. We are break even, but we're not break even from this point. So if you look at our last 15k hands, we're getting destroyed. They were objectively getting destroyed, but we're break even through this because we were winning through this for the first 25k. This is the worst 15k, and I'm sure Deuce, your downswing is overcomable, bro. And the thing is, it doesn't matter. I think when you're downswinging, as long as you have a big sample before of winning, don't think you're bad now. I mean, obviously you're probably making mistakes, but that's normal. When you lose, you make a mistake. What's the rake of you 100? Like, I don't even know. How do I check, chat? My stats are objectively solid. Look at the fucking CVAT. We got to get that up. I was not even realizing that. We got to get that up. That's definitely a multi-table thing. We got to get that up. Obviously, mine is naturally lower. I run range checks. Like, for example, this spot, the solver's going to give it 9.5, or it's going to give more. People might range bet this spot. That's going to make your spot fucked. Get it up. Yeah. So it's already on my mind. It's already on my mind. I do have a tendency to overcheck. I do. You know what it is? And I still check, and I still think people... especially in a nittier pool, right? Because like the kings here, for example, if I bet this hand chat, it's gonna play infinitely better in the betting line, and it's break even. I just ran in the check. I didn't even roll high chat, so yeah, unfortunate. We're gonna get more people in here, and we're gonna run it. Sod, link some hands for the hand review because your hands are spicy. You said you have stuff. I'm gonna reveal all the bangers for the day, guys, and then we'll get to your hands. We're gonna reveal almost every hand I got stacked. I played a lot of spicy pots today. I basically got every marginal spot wrong, and I was kind of crashing out because of it. So yeah, and then we're gonna get to a hand review point. So we're not gonna review any small pots today. I do believe in reviewing a lot of small pots. I think I'm just objectively super winning in the small pots versus these guys. I'm just curious about all my big spots. They're the ones that are on my mind. I don't recommend only doing big spots. But today we're just gonna do big spots. I got stacked 11 fucking times, chat. 11 fucking times. We got a lot of fucking content for the study stream here. So I don't really give a fuck about flop sizing. So we're gonna like you know what you're mainly reviewing when you get stacked? You're reviewing rivers. Okay? That's the main thing. You're reviewing rivers and how to play rivers. And today we're gonna learn how to play some rivers a little better. I'm not going to node lock checks because I actually do think I would play bets. I don't think I'd play the size here. I would actually run 75 because I like to run 75 on queen highs because I know this is my main betting range is these three hands. In these positions on any queen high board, if you look at the ranges, your main bets are your main advantage is this. Look at king queen. It's higher density of top pair. If you look, button will have more top pair. So people range bet these boards, which I think is okay. I mean, Saad's going to type in the chat that we should. Our c-bet is clearly too low. We got into another queen high earlier. We're going to look at, but I prefer to play big winner check because the advantage lies with these two hands. And king queen, when tripled off, will run into ace queen, so it's quite a good protection check. It's like pretty much an easy auto find, which we'll review a different type of spot later. This spot I think is kind of boring. I think it's objectively a losing call. I ended up calling it today, chat, because let me pull up the hand. Because I just sent it to Benna, so I'll be able to show you guys. Like, will this like show here if I do it? Okay, because I folded here. I had like 5 people in the chat. Once I folded here, say something. So when I got a better, in my opinion, better call, which actually could be a worse call. Here it's like actually easier to perceive buffs. The price is just way worse. This was like I was getting pot size on the river. I ended up calling, but that was the reason. But anyway, what reopen did he run here, guys? Let's pull up the hand. Let me just load some. Okay, this is the hand. He runs. Yeah, he does run 33. I wonder how much we run XR. I don't. So we are supposed to run it a lot there, and that's what I missed. Yeah, not running XR here was the huge error that we made. It wouldn't have mattered, but definitely worth knowing. Do we learn the XR line, or you guys find this hand boring? Do we want to study the XR line even though we didn't play it, or do you just want to get onto another hand? I'll let you guys decide, because we could waste 10 minutes on the XR line, or we could just not look at it, because I clearly did not run enough here. We'll look at my hand. We'll look at like the classic. Was I wrong or right? We'll look at that on the river. I think he's gonna run HP here. I think it's fine. I runs 33, so he can still bet these hands. Mainly this hand. This is like the main hand, and some of those, I guess. But we're gonna give him 75. It's gonna like change his strategy. This is why this river is quite odd to, because it's really hard to give him a 66 here. I do think what to do on XR on the turn is way more interesting. I'm sure my hand might jam here a little. Yeah, it jams with the diamond. Either way, we're getting stacked. That's why it's kind of annoying. But yeah, you're just trying to stack ace queen here with the diamond, so you just jam. Were we deeper? I don't think I was that much deeper. I guess we were. We were 125, eh? Yeah, you're just really not protecting your calling range too much here. It's just so fake to protect it. You just call with like these like equity hands, but you're basically just flushes, and then you're just like really weak hands. There's no point in protecting these like middling hands, and I just completely butchered that. Completely butchered that. There's no point in like, and the reason why is it's so obvious. Like, look at the spot I got myself into on the river. And what's river? It's like a useless card. It's like a 4. So I don't even know what I need to do. I think like it's objectively a fold in practice, so I don't really care what it says in theory. Yeah, like here, like now the price is too good, like, but it's like this is not even actually what happened. We were deeper and stuff. Solver prob jams ace queen with a diamond for value. Yeah. You prefer jamming with the queen of diamonds. Oh. I think it's because like the main calling range will be 80. If he were to call off light, like, does he reopen anything light that he could call off light? Like, is he gonna call off like something ridiculous like AJ? Yeah. That's why, because he calls off AJ. Anyway, let's look at the XR line chat, because I think it's way more interesting. The issue is it's useless for you guys, because like a lot of you, I'm not gonna mention names in my chat, will run RB here, so then you're just like, whatever, what the fuck? I need to look at a check raise line. I think it's pretty intuitive. It's just like all the hands that like you probably wanted to bet on the flop that you just can't because the spot sucks. Just prefer to run XR. But what would you have done on the 5 of diamonds? Obviously, no matter what, guys, it looks like I picked the worst way to get stacked. I think that's like the main lesson. Yeah, you just give up here and then you just fast play. With the same hands that we look like, it's just pretty intuitive. We had a hand yesterday with King 10. I kind of remember it. Anyway, this spot is like something down intuitive here. 2 pair jams. Because he just has to call like king queen and stuff like this. This hand is just a joke. Like, I cannot believe he called. He snapped. I cannot believe it. With the ace of clubs is so bad. But it's like, obviously I'm giving my opponent too much credits. Like, my edge is the fact that he's going to call the ace of clubs there. So it is what it is. It's just unfortunate. Like, I'm always stuck with like the one bluff. Chat, I'm not even joking. Like, with how much value I have here, this is literally my only bluff. So it's just like what else? Like, Sod, could you name another bluff outside of king jack here when he has the ace of clubs? Like jack 10, like yeah. And if he has you better, you just die. Exactly. Like the betting line will make more than the checking line because check call is just objectively losing. If check call is losing, then any other line but that is just gonna make money because the hand is still worth something. But the thing is, I didn't know he's under bluffing Sod, and the thing is, he's owning me, and I'm always folding versus him. And the thing is, I'm always folding versus him. So like, what was I saying? I folded earlier. Like I kind of want to just like catch him. Like it's like this weird tilt, right? Like he's owning me, so I'm trying to like play more theoretical versus him. I'm trying to play more solid. I still fucked up by not finding the fucking jam on the turn though. I think it's like so easy in practice because there's just like no bluffs and like he could like potentially be going thin on the turn. So it was like I was like deep down knew I was beat on the turn though. So I think I played check call. Like I felt like I needed to hit a diamond, but then once like the brick came, I still felt like I had to call. It was like this like stupid logic. I felt like I was already beat on the turn. Like I felt like his turn size was like quite a big tell. So I think that's why I made that mistake. But whatever. Chat, before we start the hand, do you think aces call in theory or no? Anyone who wants to message. I mean, Sod can at least type because this guy's a G, by the way. Guys, when Sod poker starts streaming, make sure you guys go watch him instead of me. It's not fold. Okay, it's not fold. My estimate, you know what my estimate is, Sod? Is there's a weird heuristic that I've just thought of in my head. If you snap fold every over here, I think you have to mix every over here a little bit. And the reason why is otherwise your opponent could properly jam 9-7 and 9-6. And I think that's the only reason. Because if you just go pure hard bluff catcher in theory, like because the solver's clairvoyant, you can, let's say you only catch 8-7, 8-6, 7s and 6s, and then like 6-5, right? Like just like better blocker hands. Then you give the solver this weird heuristic where it can start jamming 9 extra value. Like that's what's gonna happen in practice. I mean in sim, that's not what's gonna happen in practice. Maybe if I'm playing 5K, I think I would find this 9-7 heuristic in game, to be honest, at like high stakes. Yeah. You're saying in practice a snap fold. Yeah. I'm saying what's gonna happen in theory. To do the 9-7. I think it's not that hard of a find when you play higher stakes. Because it's just so intuitive that you know your opponent's going to catch very blocker heavy. But yeah, in practice, yeah. Like this 9-7 find is not very hard, right? It was actually one of the reasons, like, I don't think he's finding it though, that's why I'm not going to call aces. Honestly, wouldn't even expect it from 95% of 5K guys, yeah. But Sub, we're going to become the best player in the world, even though we're losing 200 right now, so I'm locking in. I'm thinking different right now. But yeah. Because that's the issue with people that are too blocker heavy, Sod. It's like, if you're too blocker heavy, you can start getting reverse exploited. For example, if you always call when you're blocking the straight, well then 2-pair becomes a profitable jam. If you're always going with this like really polar bluff catchy logic. Whereas that's why you see the solver like mixes everything. So there's ways to like exploit on that level. Anyway, what do we want to, I guess we run this fucking hand shot. Do we no lock range half? You guys want to no lock range half or what? Well, we'll sounder. No, solver will just mix everything to the point where like it doesn't make you. It makes it indifference. In the solver, and the thing is, it'll be okay with him jamming a little 9-7 probably still. Let's see if he jams 9. I wouldn't be shocked if the solver jams a little 9-7 here. Could be wrong though. We'll give him range half. Obviously, queen high is just absolutely nuts. It's like the best card, right? Because you have king queen off and ace queen off, and I have like none. Thanks, best guy, for the fall. Appreciate you. But just like look at this. It's like an absolute joke. Like how the fuck can I even defend? How do you play the game? Like look, none, 60, like literally 30. You're just drawing dead. You just have this. This is like your only thing. So it's like, but you're just getting killed. Yeah. So queen high in these positions, like that's why I didn't find the raise, but apparently it's pure raise. You just go overfold with pure raise, and my hand's pure fold. Wow. Wow. I did put him on a wider range, but wow. I guess we'll run 33 chat. Maybe we can get a real strategy going. Jesus. I don't even think we need to run this hand because yeah. I'm probably still gonna play a similar strategy. Damn, it's losing. It might put it's over aggressive too, so probably just loses. I just think like you just have to overfold queen high. That's the lesson, chat. You just have to toss queen high here. I would just range toss, honestly. You're just getting killed and just accept your fate. Like, you just die on the queen high board from these positions. And just accept your fate. Just fall on the sword. Saw, did you think this is fold? I kind of had a feeling in game it could be, but that's why I didn't raise. I didn't find the raise here because I literally didn't like the hand enough to raise. But you realize, like, you should just, because you didn't like the hand, I should have folded. I almost want to let spot play out as is and see what happens now. But okay, what if I no-lock 0 raise? Let's no-lock 0 raise here. Wait, what's the queen? Queen of clubs. Oh, wait. Yeah, queen of clubs. That's why the hand was so bad, bro. Because he had no spade, and I have so much queen of spades. I just played. We're going to no-lock 0 raise. And maybe it'll actually, because I have a stronger calling range now, it might call it? No, what the fuck? So how the fuck do I have a bluff? How does one have a bluff? What the fuck? Like, I have these still. You're supposed to lead on double FD, but it's, okay, I'm gonna take that out. It's just because opponent, we were supposed to raise, and like now the solver's like trying to like bust, you know what I mean? Anyway, that's sounds sus. R33 range check back. What the fuck is this heuristic? What? What? Is it like glitching out? I think it's just glitching out. That doesn't make any sense. Like, how can you not play? The 7 doesn't change that much. I don't know. I think this is glitching out. I think it's the AI glitching out. There's no way that's what it runs. Oh, this one's doomed, chat. I like my logic and theory. Like, I don't know. Thanks, NZ101 for the follow. Appreciate you. UTG runs lead on 7. Like, it's not like we're that strong. Like, who has the range advantage? I guess, like, UTG has equity advantage here, but you still have strong hands. Like, I don't know why you don't reopen polar. This is so odd, man. I don't know. I'm just gonna give it range 70. Like, obviously now it's gonna run really bare. Like, I don't even know. This is just so ridiculous. This node, it's just insane. Yeah, you do run donk jams, and obviously you're donk jamming these cards. Oh wait, you don't even have the clubs? Oh, because they full turn or what? Wait, why don't I have them on the flop? Now I'm folding these hands on the flop? Okay, I don't even know what's going on, chat. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't even know what the fuck. God forbid you get under 8k, you're going back to 100 and now. Oh my god. Yeah. Not 8k, not 7k, because we get a 5 blind shot, Vincent. But yeah, if we go under 7k, with including rake back, we will go to 100 now. I will stay true to the challenge. God, the fact that you mentioned it just makes me sick. I haven't even thought about that. Really, I thought about it a little. Yeah, we're just gonna go back to 100. I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting. Yeah, we'd have to go to 7 though, because we get a 5 blind shot take. That's how I'm doing the challenge. So it would be 7k. Technically, I'd be on my shot take at 8. As disgusting as that sounds. After downswinging, whatever. But yeah, we're not cheating. Okay. Let's find this fucking. Let's do this hand. I'm sure you guys want to see. Honestly, after reviewing all these hands, and I take a step back. I'm not really that mad at the way I played. I'm really not that mad. I love my 8th jam. I love it. I think I could have clip farmed so fucking hard. Yeah, Kagami, you're kind of right. I kind of agree. But the reason why is the plan is to do a lot of YouTube, Kagami, and I felt like having some sort of progression would be nice. It's not really. You do run 75 here, but it's, how much do you lose for in check? And I kind of wanted to just have some sort of progression. And also, like, streaming is like, this is my first time streaming, and I felt like I needed to like practice streaming before I played higher. I didn't want to just go into 1K and start streaming and then just like, start losing. That just sounded like a nightmare. Like you start streaming 1K and then you just like feel like you're giving away like I want to build up the practice of playing while I stream and like how do I talk and how do I do everything. You know, like right now, like look at our graph, we're getting absolutely cooked. And I am giving like there's all the people that I'm playing versus are in the stream. So imagine this is at 1K, right? Like I could just potentially screw myself over for like life. You know what I mean? So I felt like at least now I'm playing lower stakes so I can handle it. When I first started on Ontario. Yeah. Sounds cool though. Good luck. Yeah, I've been away for a while. I was in Japan for like 2 months. Sorry, I didn't want to ruin the mood. No, you didn't, man. Like honestly, I like the question. Anyway, did he run 75 on the flop? He did, right? Oh, wow. Sometimes you should call AA, by the way. No, man. I like the fold. Can block bluff? No, you can have a6, 8, 7, bro. And also, that's implying that I need to call any overpair, Kagami. Like, I literally have inf flush catcher. Like, you're comparing aces to overpair, but like, okay, obviously in theory, I'm gonna have to call overpair. So you think it's a call in theory? This guy, I guarantee you is underbluffing this spot. He doesn't run big turn size usually, and that turn is objectively horrible for him, and he's still overbetting. Like, it's not like I can't hit the 4 here, chat. You were asking what solver does? Oh, okay. I didn't realize you were in the stream for that. Yeah, okay. Call solver. I didn't run lead here, chat, because I was so sussed about by his B75. Obviously, in theory, like, come on. This is obviously my card. Like, how the fuck does he have a 4? Like, look at trips advantage. 5%. Full house, it's, like, still winning for him, obviously, but it's like, come on. All right. And also, we're not really running raise here with overpairs, right? Yeah. Just, like, 9s. The 9s make sense, so you need a front lip. And you want to fold out all those, like, random hands. Okay, anyway, we're going to node logs or raise. Actually, I don't even know if this is true. I might play raise. If I no luck through, raise makes the sim weird. I actually like think my hand checks. Like I don't know. Maybe I should no luck. What do you guys think? Let's run it with and without raise. How about that? With and without lead. The only reason I didn't lead, if I was playing versus like a really good player, I would obviously run lead. Like because I know what to do. But yeah, remove lead. Okay. I think it mixes a little bit of everything, Kagami. That's my read. My read, guys, is every overpair 10%. Pretty much. Every overpair 10%. That's my read. Every single one. I don't think there's a difference. And I think if you pick a difference between the two, then you're going to block more Jack 7, King 7. If anything, yeah, that's my read. I mean, if you look at flop, King 7 slightly more common. AA more common. Okay, that's fair. I'm going to go every overpair. I'm going to go every overpair mix. Because I think by the time you get to the river, if you change one, then your opponent will have better bluffs with like Jack 7 and like because if you call one of them differently, then the other ones will make more money. Then in order to make your opponent indifferent, you would technically call all of them the same freak. That's what I'm going with. I'm going with every single 10%. Oh, it's ace to the highest frequency. Kagami, give him the fucking medal. Give him the cookie. And that's because A7, A6 don't bluff. With the ace of diamonds. So you do want the AD. Well played. 9-7 does jam, Sod. So it's like a 9-6 runs jam. So I was right about that. It jams for value because look at the checking EV. So 9-6 does run jam. And that's what you call aces. Well played, Kagami. I'm still snap folding AA. Yeah. I was running with the heuristic here. I think it's your opponent doesn't have that much like 6-6 bluffs. Main bluffs, yeah, come from Jack 7, Queen 7. You just take these, and I think it's because I have so many of these folds that you have so many of these snap folds. Chat. I think what it is, and Kagami's right. It was in the chat. You have so many of these folds that opponent cannot bluff this ace because these blocks all your snap folds, and usually when your value range mirrors your folding range, like obviously, yeah, it's better. I mean, it's 0E. And that's with him jamming 9-6 for value. That's with him jamming 9-6 for value. 9-6 is merge. Yes, the reason why 9-6 merges is because you don't want your opponent to be able to call 2 blocker lows. So like for example, like I'm supposed to fold my overpairs and then like let's see, like I'm bluff catching like hands like 8-7 and 8-6 and 6-5. And in order to deter me from doing this, 9-6 will jam for value. Yeah, exactly. I actually would, I'd probably find it in game versus a worse opponent. The thing is, like, stronger opponents, worse opponents. Sorry, you don't trust them to fold. Worse opponents are the opposite. They'll just fold like. I tried to go thin earlier and I like merge earlier, where I tried to get called by Ace King. If I jam 9-6, I would think I'm bluffing. Really, Sod? I feel like you would know, like in game. Yeah. Except I have my sizes preset, and if you guys want to see it, because I don't really give a fuck, I just do everything full disclosure because I'm ill. These are my sizes. I don't think they're perfect. I really don't. I think I could change stuff. I just run them because I'm lazy. And then river, you run 2. I run 2. You gotta run 2 on the river because river's the only spot where if you don't split, you will lose EV. The other ones, it's like really hard to lose EV for not splitting. Yeah. So I was right to an extent. Young was kind of right. I like the aces idea because it is true. On the flop, we're gonna start folding like these king high hands. We're not gonna fold ace-x backdoor flush draws though. So then we get to turn, and even then you're folding like your king x backdoor flush draws. So then what's bad on the river? Your ace-x backdoor flush draws, like stuff like this. So you just have less ace-x. Then you do king x and like obviously jack x. So for that reason, you're just gonna fold. But let's say hypothetically, guys, you had all of these hands. Like you had these hands, like all by the river equally. But yeah, ace is like calling with the ace of diamonds because you fold so much ace of diamonds that your opponent can't afford to bluff it. So therefore, it's a good unblocker. Because if you fold all these hands, then it's gonna mirror, right? That's the logic. Because yeah, I'm surprised it even mixes calls. I thought it would just pure call 80. For the same reason it's folding so much, your opponent can't afford to bluff 80, so it's just a better call. So it's really weird for me that it's actually like, I would prefer to pure call this and then fold this. But the solver's just, I don't even know why it's doing that. I guess it's due to like, yeah. I don't think the sim is solved enough. If it finished in less than 5 minutes, that's kind of fair. But I think people overrate sim accuracy. It's probably off by up to 2% a pot. That's ambitious. I don't think it's off by that much. But maybe you're right. Yeah, exactly. And it gets the heuristic right. And in game, you have to think practically. Anyway, that's what I feel like. That's why I don't really care because in game, like on this river, you have to think practically. Like even versus a good opponent, even versus a 10k reg, you have to think practically. You cannot not think practically. Not saying anything uncomfortable. I'm like, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I respect that opinion. I like the aces fold. I'm mad at the kings fold. Honestly, the kings fold was kind of dog. But it's like it's still cooler, right? Like I jam turn and I lose. Like it's just I'm just running bad. I mean, this is the first 15k sample I can ever remember in my life with a losing blue. Outside of like if you're not counting heads up because like then you don't get rec EV and stuff. But it's at 200 versus like a bunch of stations. It's insane. And a bunch of nits. Like I posted a boring hand in disc. Let's see. Okay, did you put in the hand review? Also, so could you put the hand you sent me in the content hands? Oh, I don't know if you did. Appreciate anyone, by the way. On my Discord, we're doing a. If you post a hand here, I like with the GGV player, I don't know how to actually do it fully, but I'm gonna make a YouTube video with Benabab Beats. We're gonna be doing guess the stake. So no matter where you play, it's 2 NL hand. It's a 5K NL hand. Like we need all of it. We need the random. We need the variety. And it's pretty much guaranteed gonna make the video if you put a hand there. It's guaranteed gonna make the video. Like I 100% will make every single, unless you guys put 100 fucking hands, I'll try to make sure every single one of you gets a hand in the video. So yeah, I would prefer if you did it with the names blurred out. That's about it, because then if I know your name or your screen name, then I have an advantage. But that's about it. Okay, let's see it. Let's see it. Let's put it up here. Did we get every hand here? Yeah, we did. We did. We did. So far, so far. We have more to review. I feel like this find sod is actually like winning versus 99. I think this you actually will get the CV. I'm not joking. I think you will get the CV if you jam this. 9-7 is just some weird. Because think about it, like people actually are smart enough to practically play the spot at stakes. Like I see people like blocker Andy. You might get called by like range here by a blocker Andy with 8-6 and get range folds. Like I'm sure like even like really good players like will find that. Obviously if it's like a really really bad rig maybe, but even like I think like 99% of people play the spot like a blocker Andy. There's some spots like the thing is people use blockers not in all spots, but facing like 2x river jams on like really connected boards, that's when people become like, well, he's repping the straight or set. I block the straight and a set. I call. You know what I mean? So like 9-6 just owns. It absolutely owns. For sure. Like even at 200, like versus Baradas would make money for sure. It's just like if they're pure calling over pairs, then it's like, oh my god, how do I run so bad? Like I don't have 9-6 that often. Like how the fuck? You know what I mean? Like it's only if they're almost like stationing the spot, then you don't obviously don't want to go thin. But even if they're stationing, because if they're calling all over pairs there, then think about it, they're calling every bluff catcher. Like they have 1,7,6,6s. Like whatever. Yeah, you're obviously worried about 4x. I get why you wouldn't find the jam, but yeah. All right, let's find the spot versus Barada. Let's see if I still have the PokerCraft open. Let's find the iconic hand. Do you think there's any chance it's theoretical, guys? do you think any chance it's a thing in theory? And then we'll do solid hands first. Actually, we'll do solid hand first. Okay, A6. What, you backdoor into it because you said oh no. Okay, it's big blind or small blind at what? Is this 1K? Big blind or small blind? Okay. Here raises, big one calls. 6 high, you check. You could run a XR here. I understand why you didn't. Here checks, he pots. Obviously, you just call. Here checks, big one checks. What are you confused about doing? Like, if you raise earlier, I'm sure it's a thing, but I don't think you made a mistake. Obviously, if your opponent's just like absolute whale, you could probably run raise. No, I think you just range call A6 though. Sod. I think you're overthinking it. I think ace-x is just so not involved in the bluffing range that like you shouldn't be thinking about your ace-x bluffing. And the AD helps for one reason, and that is you get a clean ace on the river. So your EV hedged because your blockers are bad because you unblock some of these like bluff hands. It kind of might be hedged because you get clean outs. It is true, like you do want to unblock bluffs. Your opponent is more likely to bluff the AD because you're going to be calling a lot of his AD hands, and he doesn't, like if he has an offsuit ace. And then also he has the equity hands. But those hands are usually like ace-4, ace-5, and those hands, like, usually people are not balanced. Like, usually people are not even gonna, like, decide with the ace there. They're just gonna fucking send it. Like, he sent king-7, bro. Like, this guy literally sent king-7. You're worried about the turn. So you're thinking, like, you know what I mean? Like, he sent king-7. Your takeaway is just he hit a 7. Like, he sent king-7, bro. I'm not saying it's, like, the worst line ever from him. Like, I'm sure, let's check it out, but... HP with king-7 off no club there is quite... It's not like it's going to be bad. I mean, who knows if he's rolling? I don't know who it is. I definitely know who it is if you tell me, but... It's definitely just... You can't full turn, because how does he have a jack? Like, you don't need to call this light. You're running XR here a lot, I'm sure. Yeah. You do call little. You don't raise that much with the AD. So, like, now for that reason, you're going to have too little. I can't imagine you fold. on versus pots. Okay, he's supposed to go big. Obviously, in this heuristic. I could have just typed 12, but whatever, I'm special. Raise flop to fold out random overs, yeah, it's probably a decent line. But it's okay to run the call too, because you might get ran over on the turn. Yeah, you just range call slot. You do mix folds, but it's like with everything. And also, like, yeah, he's just running the king 7, but I don't think it's very common on the flop. Oh wait, what? It's okay. It's okay from him. The 7's obviously okay card, I guess. And it is like kind of like you do have to pick. The thing is, most people aren't good enough to pick the random error, and he was. Like the thing is, if you don't find these hands, like most people are under aggressive, so I can see why someone wants to fold. If he has a suit, it's still pretty standard without the suit because you need like the issue is if you're too suit heavy, you end up just under bluffing. The thing is, it's usually a pre-flop 3-bet, so the argument is he likely has too much junk. If he's just calling king 7 high freak, then usually I assume people make these actions pure. It's probably a bad assumption, but it's yeah. Or not pure, but yeah. I'm sleeping goes river. I think ADE is just like so irrelevant due to the fact that it's either going to come down to how often an opponent's bluffing, and he just doesn't have a strong hand that often is played. It's mainly just juice odd, like your hand just doesn't fold. So even though your blocker's true, that's only if it's like indifferent. And then once you look at turn, it's like, because that's the issue solved with heuristics. You have to like have some rationale. If you just focus on these niche blocker heuristics, you have to like actually think the blocker matters. Whereas like also think in practice, bro, like 99.9% of your time, your opponent is not hitting the freak on the spot. It's such a random ass spot. Because it's BVB and like I feel like the flop reopen range, like no one gets right. So you're just kind of in la la land on the turn. Like that's my experience with these because I check a lot on the small, and I find like the main exploit is just what do people reopen? Like are they good enough? Are they reopening well or not? And if you get like enough sample, like you just learn like these guys just have way too nutted on the turn, and then there's some guys who are way too wide, and you just and that's the main exploit that you can look at because no one's gonna play the spot well enough that this hand's actually making 0.11 and that your 80 blocker matters. I understand like the GTO logic is. It does say 4BB cap Drake. Oh, is that like grief? Your rake is very high in the sim. It fucks preflop. Yeah, like honestly, why is he defending king 7 with 4 big blind cap? I think my preflop ranges are normal though, guys. It doesn't fuck pre. Oh, it's 50 NL? I never run a 50 NL sim. I normally run the sim here. Okay, let's run it normal. I literally never run at 50 NL. What's the cap here, guys? Let's see. I never run the sim 50 NL. I don't know why it's 50 NL. That's probably been griefing my shit. Because it's 50 NL's 4 big blind cap. Shoot. Now let's see what it says. Because I grabbed the sim from the base sim, and then so I get the ranges right, and then I just run it myself. I don't have like preset preflop ranges. So I grabbed it from something else. A6 is trash 100. Yeah. Honestly, it's kind of a hidden gem hand. Low rake 1k king 7 is going to defend a lot. Yeah, okay, valid. But yeah, it kind of evens out because like villain should open a little less too. Obviously, it mainly affects calling, but yeah. Now he has the shit. You right, bro. Good read. Shout out to you in the chat, Kagami. You're carrying the stream right now. It's all you. I literally did not notice. Oh my god, I griefed. I meant to type 50. I typed 30. We gotta get the C-bet up, guys. We gotta get the C-bet up. We're griefing with our fucking C-bets. And it's... Yeah, now you're raising this ship way more often, so... I kind of like raising game, if I'm gonna be honest. Oh, Pop massively understabs. It's a joke. Like, because everyone is so equity driven that they end up with like the worst double check range on Earth, and they're okay with it. Like, I think even at like, bro, 90% of regs at 2K, I think are just not aware of spots where they just, you know, like just stab some dumb shit. Like, they're just not aware. I mean, I'm sure they're aware, but they just don't because they don't think it matters. I think that's also part of it. Like, I think, like, if you talk to a 2K rate, like, they're not really, like, dumb. It's just, like, they don't really, in game, they don't make the conscious effort to play not dumb in these spots, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I imagine 100 times out of 100 the C-bet range is way too strong. Including, like, that includes, like, random ace highs with the diamonds as well. I don't think they're dumb. I think like sometimes in spots like I think they could see that like it's maybe like a conscious effort. Like for example, there's some like 5K rigs that range bet spots because they think people it doesn't matter. And like you could argue that's playing the spot dumb, but it clearly doesn't matter. The guy's made it to 5K and he's not a dumb individual. So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say they might play the spot kind of dumb. And in like in the sense of when you're looking at it, it's not going to look like this. Like okay, guys, I can review the spot. Like, do we do a range builder on stream? Like I try to like fucking study and see how accurate we can get this fucking spot. So I'll show you. I'm not gonna hit this. I can remember the frequency, which is kind of what matters more. But because there's this thing. If you ever want to check, like, wait, can I see my range builder history? Like, no, I don't see like you can see the history. I can like usually get like 90% plus, but like that I'm not gonna get that the next. Like after I look at the spot, I get 90% plus. And like that, think of it, that's not 100. I just looked at the spot. Like in a 3-way pot, I could break it higher. But like imagine like what someone's gonna do when they're in game. Actually, it's like are they gonna just like find the fucking only jack of diamonds with the bad suit? Of course not. So that's why like being like in single race pots, you just need to learn the general heuristic. That's why like going to the river and being like, oh, it's a call. It's like so stupid because every river you're just in La La Land. You are not playing piss accurate unless it's like arguably maybe if you're calling down a triple and you've looked at the spot a bunch. All right, but no one's gonna give you a cookie for getting the spot accurate. That's what I realized. It took me a while to realize that, to be honest. Like I lost a lot of my heads up because I would literally just like be like, I know this hand's a calls, and I would snap, and I would just play really fast. Whereas like you need to actually just like I unironically think like it sounds boomer, but just like counting combos. Objectively is just going to give you like good perspective on the spot. Like how many value combos does my opponent actually have and how many hands does he actually need to fucking bluff? And then yeah, that usually helps. Oh, it's 4-bet pot. I don't know why. I thought Barada literally didn't even have 10s in game. that's part of it. I literally thought he didn't even have it. Sod, when I did it, were you watching? Did you like the jam? Oh, this hand's gonna go. We're gonna make a YouTube short out of this, so I don't really mind this one. This one's the one I mind the complete least. It just happened at the worst time. Thanks, Sector MBK, for the follow. Appreciate you. I'm definitely liking the study stream today because I'm actually get to be in a good mood. Like, I'm in a good mood. I don't care that I'm losing. Like, I'm not losing that much money, like, compared to what I, like, it's just frustrating to lose. I'm honestly just bringing everywhere. That's probably good. Like, you should just fucking, like, in order to get better at poker space off, you'd have to get better at winging the river. Kind of sus at first. Yeah, true. I just have the balls. I thought he blocks everything that beats me. But then there's so many ace-king combos. Yeah, exactly. I just gotta be better than 50. I literally just thought I wasn't beat. You know what I mean? Like, it's like when you don't think you're beat, you just feel like you can go after a guy. And I knew he was gonna call me light. Like, guys, chat, do you think 10s fucking even calls me? Honestly, I think it's a jam in fucking theory. I'm like fucking joking. I'm like that committed. 10s is a fucking bad call because it blocks stuff. And then we jam 8s double bad, low freak. Or with the backdoor flush draw, low freak. I actually made a 5,000. I'm literally the human cyborg. I'm going to run it 125 deep, so my jam's actually better. I meant worse, but it's more of like a polar jam, because like in-game it actually didn't matter. So what, minus 20? So what do we have to add here? We were, what, 124 bigs deep? So I gotta add 24. Whatever, let's just do this. Obviously, I didn't change the preflop. I wouldn't, with club, it's going to be bad. I wouldn't jam 8-8 it, though. Yeah, obviously, guys, y'all are chat prep. I'm just joking. I still think, like, the thing is, we have this dynamic where Barada just flicks in everything. Because he just thinks I'm over bluffing him. It's hard for it to be giga. The way it's giga losing is he's trapping river. Right, Sod? That's the only way it's like giga losing. Otherwise, the 99% of the time is he's just going to fold ace king, and then occasionally he'll have 10s. He really doesn't need to. 10s is objectively worse call versus my perceived range, which is king queen and ace queen and maybe queen jack, than 10s. And queen 10, even giving queen 10. Let's give him the blocker. Just because like 10-9, jack 10, these are the main hands that are going to play like this. Like if he's calling 10s with 10 of clubs here, dude, like he's just going to range call me. Like how do you, like... Queen 10 snaps, 10-10, no blocking, jack 10 suited might be okay call. Yeah, but he blocked jack 10 suited, bro. Yeah, no, obviously I'm expecting a queen to call me. I didn't think he had a queen. This guy plays like very face up with multiple tables. I would never do this versus a guy if I thought for a second he was being tricky. Like I wouldn't. You would see me check back queen jack here in spots. No. It's gonna be a fucking jam in theory, bye. It's gonna be a jam in theory. It just checks all the way to river, right? And we're gonna give him... Okay, he has blocking range. Oh my god. He has 9s. Oh my god, he never has 9s in real life. Oh my god! It's 0 AV. It's fucking 0 AV, chat. I'm just saying. In practice, he actually like likes the club less. And he never has it, and look at practice, he never has ace king. In reality, let's give him 16 ace king, guys. Let's give him fucking 16 ace king. How the fuck does he not have ace king? Because he's pure betting on turn? Liar. Absolute fucking liar. This fucking sim is. We're node locking it pure. I swear to god. Okay, I'm giving it pure. I don't care. This guy's... No. This is a fucking lie. We'll give him ace king suited. Just give him some. It's absolute... It's so Skutson. Are we joking? It's a jam with him not having ace king, chat. Are we joking? He did bet flop. I gave him flop bet. What are we talking about? Wait, what's river? Huh? 4? I'll see 4. Correct. Wait, where'd I put it? Oh, yeah. Utsotsuki on this. He has technically has ace 4, right? That's the main. Okay, run check. We'll give him some ace king river jams. Wait, this little jam sim now. Why? How much does it call? Oh, because it never calls it? It calls 10s less. Yeah, obviously 10 double bad. Duh. Because you unblock all the fucking bluffs in the world. But he called 10s with a club. You think... Okay, wait. Don't give me half pot on the river. What do I look like to you, an amateur? Is this amateur hour? It's giving me half pot on the river. Okay, 0 AV. And that's with him pure folding ace king. Like... How is he calling worse? Like, it literally is jamming as a bluff? That's so funny. Alright. That's because he's not supposed to call here, because the river is just, like, so losing to check. Whatever. Wait, why is my button broken? This spot's not playing out how it is in real life, so it's pointless to run. Why is it not working? Let's refresh. Every 4-bet pot is useless to run, yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't think that's fully true, Kagami, but I get what you're saying. Useless is weird. I mean, and if anything, it's like probably more useful. They just feel user. Range is narrow enough, just brain it out, I don't know. Yeah, but it's good to know objective when you don't know, because you never know. You should know, especially as aggressor, bro. If you're saying 4-bet pot river, sure. I would agree with you to an extent, but you could say it for any spot, bro. Like, do you really think like it's almost like you could argue when ranges are wider, you need to brain it out because the sim is going to be more inaccurate. When ranges are closer, you could argue the sim's more accurate because it's more accurate how it is playing in reality. So you can go both ways, but I do agree with you to an extent that people like they usually play counterintuitive strategies. Especially, I think I would argue most defense spots in poker are pretty useless to run because it relies on your opponent playing the aggressive logic action very, very accurately to the sim, which in 99% of your all stakes. Like I know at 2K, I see the most egregious lines. So that's what I would largely, because no one's gonna give you a cookie for defending perfect. So especially if it involves like a aggressor line where the guy checks, like 99% of people are not building an accurate checking range. So then you get to the point where it's like, what, I'm gonna learn the optimal reopen, like on the turn, like on the flop, sure, okay, whatever, like we'll give him credit. Turn after bet check, bro, like you're on your own. It's good to learn some heuristics, but you're on your own. The issue is in format 1 to 2 combos break it just because percent of range. Yeah, but I think it's like better safe than sorry. Like you just brain out every 4-bet pot spot. It's kind of true. I get what you're saying, but you could say that with like a lot of stuff, a lot of rivers. I don't think it's worse to learn. I think blind versus blind is extremely important to know how to play flop. People play it really bad. They just like simplified a range bet. Even at like 5K, I see a lot of rigs do that. And they, you know what's funny? They do well doing it. Like I'm not cooking them. They do well doing it. So that's just how, because the pool doesn't even know how to play back into it. And it's like the 7th highest EV spot in the game because it occurs pretty common and the pot's huge. So it's like it's actually an extremely important spot to know. Yet no one else had played, including me. So I'm not gonna judge. I get what you're saying completely, but you could say this for a lot of spots. I think it's still good to know what to do. It's good to learn heuristics. I think actually sometimes you learn the most in poker, Kagami, when you have small ranges. Like you'll learn things like and ideas that, because I find like when you study the Sims, it makes you smarter about poker. So the important thing is to learn. You learn new concepts like, oh, when ranges are really tight and whatever. For example, you learn this spot where like people think about poker and MDF thing, and if you look at 1-4 bet pot, you learn MDF is a myth because this opponent's just gonna fold range to this spot because he's gonna make more betting. Oop. So you realize when you're oop, MDF is kind of a myth, and like you might not learn that if you only run single raise spots. So for example, that's just a heuristic you could learn. Let's say you're someone who didn't know that, and you'd be like, oh my god, someone only calls 13. I guess I need to stop thinking about MDF in every spot. Like that would you see, that's something that could be useful. So, and you and 4-bet pots, because the ranges are tighter, that's more apparent. "48 viewers watching me study? What's wrong with you guys? What's wrong with you guys? I'm a losing player. I'm a fucking losing player, guys. Look at that fucking graph. I suck. Get out of my stream." I like that I actually have viewers, though. Like, I'm not have viewers. How do I say this? That I'm not playing, because I can actually be somewhat myself. Like, God, I hate playing right now. I don't hate it that much, but... Are you playing after this? Yeah, duh. We gotta fix this. We need a fucking medic. Medic, help. We're bleeding. We're bleeding out. We're bleeding out. I'm not even joking. I literally think I'm gonna play the best poker I've ever played in my life. Like once I get to 1K. Like I think like streaming holds me so accountable. Like I'm just gonna be on another level. Like I just don't know how I'm not going to be. Like every time I make a punt, every time I make a mistake, it's so apparent that I made a mistake, and I can't like stop playing. I can't think about it. Like it just makes me like I'm so aware of what I'm saying too. Like at the second I like say something that doesn't make any sense, I'm so aware of it. Like I'm actually like extremely ready. Like I'm like, okay, like I'm just ready. I feel like this is just gonna make me a better player. And like in order to win while streaming, I'm gonna have to be so accurate. Like once I get to 1K, like I'm literally like I don't know. I'm not even forced to play like these exploitative pure strategies that like I kind of did in the past and made me lazier. So like, I'm just ready to get like piss accurate. So I'm confident. Obviously, this is kind of sad, but whatever. Haters love. We'll let them win for now. We'll fucking let them win for now. Am I doing something's wrong? Probably. That's life. Like, I mean, the thing about poker, it's like, because it's variance. Like, for example, let's say I play chess, guys, and I go on a losing streak, right, for like a week. And it's like, I'm playing really bad this week. It's like, whatever. Like, I can just play well the next week. But because you're playing poker, if you play good one week and lose, and then you play bad the next week, it's like, you play bad for 5 weeks. Like, you know what I mean? It's like this weird thing where you always have to blame your luck when you lose. It's okay to just play bad. Like, it's okay. I don't even think I played that bad though. Given the circumstances, like, guys, streaming is hard. Like, I can't help myself. Because I'm at 200, the second I have an exploit on a guy, I just fucking say it out loud. And I know they're in the fucking stream. And then, like, I'll level myself to, like, think, oh, he heard me say that. Like, I don't know. It's bad. But I'm only gonna get better at it. So, do you guys have any hand reviews? Do y'all have any hand reviews? I'm gonna check my... Because... Check my stream. Because if you guys have hand reviews, I'll review all your hands. I probably should have, I probably could study a couple more hands. Thanks for all the follows, guys. And also, someone commented, I forget what you said, good stream, dog. I found you 2 days ago, been lurking. I appreciate the comment special. I'm sorry it took me a sec to respond to that if you're still here. But yeah, I appreciate you. I'm always happy. I hope you like the stream. So we gotta fucking get, okay guys, we're fucking c-betting today though. Can I just get a Discord link? Sure. Let me just give you one, and then you can post a hand history if you want. You don't actually have to. I'm guessing that might be why you asked. If that's not why you fucking asked, then you do not have to. It's not like you have to have a hand history to be in the Discord. Start fucking stats all on stream. So tell me what the fuck sucks. I'm multi-tabling, so 4-bet range, 4-bet fold. That's, I think it's all Daijobu. Obviously these are like slightly exploitative spots, right? Wait. Okay, how do I check how much money I'm down pre? Can I check how much money I'm down pre? I want to know. Like, we go here and then filter. Like, how do I check like all in pre? It's like 4-bet call off. Is this good? Quick filters all in pre. Here, middle-ish. Yo, I'm fucking dumb. You had all in pre. Wait, here. Right. Okay, right. It should be here. Other right. All in free. Oh, thank you all. Wait, I'm up? You're joking. Wait, was that this session? Oh, it's 100. I'm up? No, wait, what? Oh, it's red line. My red line. I'm winning because I'm a red liner? My blue line's horrible. What about Jackie and Queen A? Put them in your full vibe blow plug? Yeah, sometimes. Wait, is this the whole graph? I don't believe it. I literally think this is like an absolute like fib. He doesn't know his left and rights. Oh dear. Oh my god. You're joking. Oh fuck. Bro, I'm a poker player. I'm not supposed to know my left and rights. Well, I used to be a poker player. Now I'm a fucking streamer. Clearly. I'm a content creator. So this is kind of like red line. I just want like literally so this is actually my result. So I'm down like I'm only down like so I'm down like 6 blinds, right chat? Is that right? Am I trolling? And then I'm running like I've been jamming his bluffs. How's the rage? I'm pretty chill. Because we've been studying Benna. We're getting better. We're improving our fucking mental. You know what I mean? Did I do this right? Quite loose pre, yeah, that's some autopilot mistakes. But also, like, I'm playing usually one rec table. I'm getting better at it, though. I was definitely better today. Maybe that's the issue, Sod. Maybe my stats are too normal. You know what I think I need to fix? My fucking blue. Are we joking? I'm down 6 buy-in. Bennett, just improve your blue. Clearly, we need a blue line max. I'm not even joking. This fucking red is embarrassing. Improving mental and the mental training. I wrote that. It's usually, Quinton, it's going to be a big blind heuristic. Are you talking about 4 bets? Queen 9 and Jack 8. I don't usually run Jack 8. Unless you're talking about as a 3-bet. Big blind, the reason I prefer these hands is because their calling EV is going to be lower, so they're better bluffs. Because you actually get the option to close in the big blind, meaning that every 3-bet bluff has to be compared to its calling EV. By 3-bet bluff, I mean a hand that will not call a 4-bet. So any hand that 3-bets and doesn't call a 4-bet, therefore it's a bluff, to an extent. It has to be compared to its calling EV. So you usually pick hands that have good bluffing EVs though, like high cards, with low calling EV. So hands like Jack 8s and stuff like this. That's why, for example, here this will just be bluffing EV, and the calling EV is like so low. So that's why it's like, oh fuck it, let's bluff, let's go. And the reason you pick this over Queen 7 is because the hand pretty much plays the same, except your opponent is going to have slightly more 7x in his folding range. So that's why you do not want the 7 usually. Obviously, if you make a straight, it's okay for coverage, but I hope I explained that well. I'm like drinking the energy drinks, bro, are back. Like honestly, like I literally haven't drank one in like a year, but for the stream, it just makes me talk so much. And I think like I need to talk a lot for the stream. It's bringing the vibes up. We're gonna start playing in a sec here, chat. So I will end stream and then I'll see you guys in 4 minutes. Not yet, not yet. Do we do React content? Guys, do we run React content? Do we watch someone lose on stream or something and make ourselves feel better? Or do we like channel what content creator could we watch that would get us out of our downswing? How important is red light? Completely fake. The most fake line of all of lines. It is like I think people think, I'm not joking, at 10k regs, like any 10k reg has a winning red line. Like as if they all sit together and all win in red. Like they all just like sit there and like how that like everyone gets a 10k off winning red line. It's obviously the most like aura line. Like obviously it's like the coolest line. Like there's a reason people care about it because it's cool. It's like looks like you're a sick reg bluffing everyone, and you're like fucking you're playing crazy. You're playing different. And I think the reason why people care so much about red is most people have a terrible red. So if most people have a terrible red, then it looks really cool when you have a winning red. So that's kind of the reason, I think. I mean, yeah. And also, like, really bad players have pretty bad red. So if your red's just looking like this, like, for example, here, I think I was kind of griefing. But you see it was inverse of my blue, so it's not the worst. If your red is just like this, then maybe you could do stuff, but I wouldn't, like, fix that by, like, tripling off rivers. It means you're probably missing spots that are, like, completely free folds. But even a solver has... If you run 6 solvers with each other, the red is supposed to be losing, because that's just how poker works. You should watch the Fox and Monarch 10 million hand. I want your thoughts. All right, let's fucking do that. All right, I'm gonna like load the video up off stream because I'm doing it on my like main browser and like but I do block the YouTube feed, but it has my like history. All right, which is just music. Pretty much Kevin Gates, guys, and the Almond Ross St. Brown podcast. That's my go-to. The Almond Ross St. Brown podcast every week is my absolute go-to. We're doing Fox and 10 mil hand. Doug Polk's reaction. What is it? Fox and Monarch. So wait, is it 10 mil or it's just like it's like a tournament? Is it just a tournament chat? Non-showdown is more often about how you call than how you bluff. Kagami is a giga reg. It makes sense. Guy's like the biggest chat. These guys suck, man. Absolute. Like, he has so many tells. Am I joking? Absolute tell. It's cash? Are we joking? Wait, these guys are just trillionaires or what? And raise 150. So wait, what are blinds? 30-60? Monarch owns CSGO's gambling site. This is Monarch? Oh, so is this guy a whale? He doesn't look like a whale at all. Or not whale, like obviously he's not a whale, he's like a gambler. But like he's like a obviously he's not like the whale that you're gonna find at 200 but like he's the wreck. So he's like so Foxen doesn't have like 100% because he's playing this guy. Is that kind of the idea? Like he might be a sick wreck, but like he's perceived as a wreck. Okay, so what size is he gonna run here? So the pot's 5 big, so we run 2.5 open. How deep are they? So they're fucking piss deep, no? Or no, they're like 100 bigs deep, basically. Never mind. He's a wreck, but not a whale. Yeah, no, I know. I say whale because anytime like a guy's like a richer wreck, you just call him a whale, right? Ladybug says hi, get back out here. Are you Ladybug for the Tender 31? Are you him? I'm banning you from the stream if you're him. I'm not even joking. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Is that you though? I freaking hate you. No, you can pick the stream small. I assume everyone is watching the stream, so I don't really care if someone's watching the stream. Because if you don't, I just assume you are. I'm ignotus. Yeah. I see. Oh, you're him though. Okay, nice to know. I don't really care if a guy watches the stream. Like I said, I'm just gonna play like you are. Everything I say, I'm assuming you're gonna see. So I'm not gonna like act like they're not watching the stream. So I don't really care if they are. Does that make sense? Okay. Wait, I misflop. I'm sorry, guys. I misflop. Check. Okay, he's getting too cute. This is actually like cute-itis, bro. And this is the reason why, because every turn card's bad, and it's like people have this thing where they like to trap, but it's like you want to trap when you like cover stuff. Like I don't know, this is just cute-itis. Unless I don't know dynamic. Maybe Fox is just really going after his checking range, but I highly doubt it because if he's capable of checking this, I don't see why Foxen would like be bad enough to not know that he could. Because like people who have trapitis, just like you just always know they have trapitis. They can't help themselves. So I hate the check. What size Foxen run? Check? He runs check? You kind of aura. You block checkbacks. So he just bets out. Alex Ice is Jack Reacher? Literally. So he just pots it, basically. Well, obviously he's not fucking folding, bro. What? This heads up, no? Am I joking? Like, why is the guy even saying that? I guess, okay, like, listen, pot, like, what? I guess it's a lot of money, so you just, like, feel like, holy shit, man. He's gonna call 250k? Obviously called, I figured that was the hand, though. I figured. If this pot was 10 mil, I figured this was the hand. And Foxen has, like, nut blockers, too. It's so sick. Let's see the hand. So it just goes bet call, right? Otherwise, it's not a 10 mil hand. Okay, let me guess what happened. I've never seen it in my life. What, Foxen makes it a mil and he jams? This is what happened? Foxen makes it a mil and he jams? He doesn't really rep a king, though, so I can see Foxen sizing down, but I think he just makes it a mil anyway. I've never seen this hand, by the way. Avi? You're going to be against a lot of pair plus diamond here. Like, ace-x plus diamond is going to be, like, pretty common, and, like, you just think the guy's going to justify bluff catching everything, so you just go, like, 1.2, 1 mil. And then how do you not call with the 8? Like, you just block king 8. He goes 550, quite odd. I guess he just thinks he's going to station every ace. I just wanted to assume he has much of an ace once he calls pot, and I figured, like, people justify bluff catching the spot a lot, especially, like, a guy like him that's, like, smart, but, like, maybe, like, a little, like, unaware of what's going on. So, like usually, like, that type of wreck will, like, just, like, range call, like, these bluff catchers. Because, like, he probably knows enough to know how to play poker. So then he, like, they just, like, call everything. So I would go bigger here, and then it makes the fold way easier to find, too. That's just because it's, like, what the fuck. Actually, jamming when the guy doesn't go big. Because if you go really big, it's, like, really obvious. Like, it feels really intuitive that a guy could turn, like, a hand like king 3 into a bluff. And be like, fuck you, I'm not going to call, but I'm going to bluff. But yeah, when you go this size, it's like, what is he bluffing? Like, you're just going to, I guess, Queen Jack Jack 10. That's obvious, right? The Queen Jack is the main hand, and that's why Foxing calls probably. The flop check. This is what happens when people just like trap for no reason and then just run like God. I don't see how Foxing folds here though. Yeah, it's whatever, bro. Small pond. Is the time bank not a massive tell? It's probably clearly not. It's clearly not though. Oh, and he bluffs river a lot. Okay, then you can't fold. You're not gonna fold here on stream. What the? You block the 8. Good luck, Jose. I mean, good luck. Good night. There's a coffee video Zilla about him. Makes sense. That's not true. That's a fucking app. That's the biggest cap ever. What? Why is I say flush that like Queen Deuce is not good enough to jam here, guys? Fox at 550, like it's not even like Fox at also like come on, like he would overbet about probably 100 bigs deep. You can't get in Queen Deuce. Are we joking? It's not even 100 bigs deep, right? He was like less than that. Yeah, I mean I don't know how you fold it with an 8. It is like okay, like obviously overbetting river would have made his life easy. I mean for sure. It's just overbet is so much better, right? Because like, what does he have here? Like, his calling range is so inelastic. Like, it just feels like I like small turn and then big river. I mean, like if you go small turn, small, it like makes more sense almost. Cause like, but when you go big turn, it's like he clearly has an ace, and like you're like you just go big, like, and then he's gonna have an ace with a diamond a lot, and like just overbets. I don't know. The thing is though, like, yeah, I mean it depends on this guy plays. Like, guys, I have to know what the guy plays. But like, there's a lot of players, and especially recreationals, to be honest, that like they'll bluff here and raise and stuff and do stupid stuff. But like, and obviously it looks like Queen Jack. Like, obviously if you think, but if they're like almost smart enough to know that like, oh, I checked flop. I don't really rep a flush. Oh, I don't really rep a king because I checked the flop. Like if they happen to have a bluff, did he fold? Honestly, like, sick fold if he folds. I don't think he folds because I'm kind of spoiled. This is $11 million pot, dude, and I'm not doing the math here. Bro, IRL Jack Reacher, you know. No, he doesn't have to fold, bro. Sikorny, you think that? And if he folds this and this guy tables Queen Jack, like everyone laughs at him for life. It's like actually one of the downsides of playing on TV. If he folds a flush here and this guy who's bluffed him like literally a trillion times has another bluff for the next time, like everyone's just gonna be like, dude, why is this guy playing? He's the biggest nit ever. Like it's just like, but if he calls, it's just like cooler. Like okay, whatever, man. You had 8+ flush draw, whatever. Nice hand. He trapped and got there. Like it's actually true, and the fact that you're backed, it makes you want to play more ABC. Like I'm looking relay from stream. Like I'm calling hands. Like I couldn't imagine. Like I could maybe fold your off TV. Like I cannot fold this hand on TV. Plus pair. I mean the line is so weird because it's like it really comes down to what the guy checks back on flop. And then like also like how does he view his flop check back range, and how does he expect Foxen to view his flop check back range? Because these are the things that matter in the spot. If he thinks Foxen will respect the flop check back range, then obviously Queen Jack's a great bluff. But if he has Queen Jack in the spot, and then Foxen runs the flop check back, and like if he doesn't think Foxen's gonna believe his range here, then he's probably not gonna want to jam. But if he has Queen Jack, and because like when you have the bluff, you need to like have the presence of mind to like I have value here. That's kind of the issue. But I don't know. Like I've never seen these guys play. This is an intense hand, though. This is a fucking sick hand. But I can't believe he checks back KJ and gets there. It's kind of absurd. That stinks. Having the 8-7 is so sick, lol. Yeah, I mean, it does help. You could like count Devil's Advocate, it like kind of blocks bluffs, but it blocks Queen 8, which is like probably one of the best checks. Blockers are fake here, though. This is a once in a lifetime spot. And I dealt like once in a lifetime spot, and the guy's other bouncer is not. It is unintuitive to find bluffs after you call turn, but you could just run like fucking. You could just have like any Queen X offsuit hand. I don't know how wide he opens. Like if he's playing properly, you could have like Queen 6, Queen 5 here, and then just jam. Like if he's a really psycho. Like it doesn't have to be Queen Jack, right? So it's whatever. You just gotta call. Foxing never has a full. Yeah, the full house is fake. He doesn't never have a full house. He could have some KJ, but I don't think he sizes it this way. And he could have King 8, obviously. Seems like Aussie has infinite value. Yeah, he saw it. It's kind of true. Like he's played multi-million sit-and goes. Infinite wallet. Yeah, that's true. If the guy's infinite wallet, you kind of have to call, right? Because he's just gonna like it feels like he's just gonna try to sick on you too much, and his story makes no sense. But that's what guys like this do. They're like kind of smart. They purposely just make no sense all the time, and then they try to just like fuck with you, pretty much. Like they play super deep, and then they just jump 3x spot, and they never make any sense. And it's kind of like, just like, because they enjoy just being held to play verse. Because they know as long as they're like held to play verse, like, it's fun for them. Like, because he's clearly a smart dude, probably, right? He's rich, and he looks like a smart dude. Obviously, like, I don't know how he made his fucking money. I'm not gonna get into that. Just, yeah. This is a crazy fucking hand, guys. Fuck, I could be Alex Fox right now. Fuck me. Check back. Oh, he's just thinking like, if I fade the commentary was kind of mid though. I don't know. I wish they were just more crazy. I wish they were more crazy though. Like I wish they were more like it's either you or one of the two. Like it's obviously hard to find like a fucking 1K online rig be the commentator. Like let's be honest. But it's like, yeah. Oh, for sure. The flop check back is definitely mid as fuck, but obviously when you get the fucking goods on the river and your opponent has a flush, it looks pretty smart. when your opponent gets there on the turn and then you get there on the river, it looks pretty fucking genius. But Rabbit Chow, was that the guy saying that you can't go on with the flush? I mean, Voxen wouldn't reshove a flush? Like he would definitely reshove a flush. Am I joking? Like are we joking? Like how did he only beats you with King 8? Like how do you not jam Queen Deuce for 100 bigs? Like sorry, I'm not trying to even like cook. I don't know who they are. I'm not saying I'm gonna challenge them. I just don't know why he's saying like the guy wouldn't jam a flush. That seems quite odd to me. Like this line is just not very boat heavy by Foxen. I mean, he doesn't even have much KJ. He never has Ace King or like he never has eights either. It's just like really. It's just King 8. 15 years ago until. Well, he just said he would never jam a flush, dude. I think like debatably, guys, a 10 is good enough to jam here versus Foxen's river size. So. I mean, like, how is Queen? Polk made a vid on this hand? I don't know if I want to watch that. I'm not exactly here to challenge Doug Polk. Do you have another banger hands, guys? Do we have another banger hands? We'll get some more hand review going. And then I'll probably play in a sec. Probably watch like probably chill for another 10 minutes. I'm enjoying the banter. Honestly, I like streaming zero delay. You know what it is? That's why I like doing React stuff. Because I do like streaming zero delay. It's quite fun to read the chat. And like normally I have to wait fucking 4 minutes, so One thing I'm noticing with these modern kids, I mentioned, is that even the pros have difficulty ungluing the big blinds and pot odds from the money and the high octane moments. Weirdo 6 impact things. That's probably true. That's definitely true. Like, you have to actually bet 500k. Like, the fact, like, it looks like he just wants to get called on the river, and he knows that if he bets 1.2 mil, he probably thinks the guy's gonna fold. So he just wants to get called. That's probably honestly true, man. It looked like he just wanted to get called from like an ace, and he was too worried about making him indifferent. There's a few good hints from these head series, just have to find. Yeah, just tell me, like, do I just do this? Oh, it's also sit and go. That quite changes things, right? There's a few more good hands from these head series, just have to find. 100 big blinds heads up sit and go. Okay, it's 100 big blind heads up sit and go. Okay, so it's a sit and go though, which kind of changes like stuff. Like Foxen thinks he has edge. Yeah, he could definitely find the fold. This motherfucker's probably just lit, what is he just like lit off like crypto plus fucking CS:GO. Fuck, why am I skipping every hand? Like I'm just too ADHD. Like I'm like hurry up, fucking like they just think for so fucking long. Ugh. Yeah, dude, casino fails make a trillion, guys. That's my goal. That's my end goal, guys. I'm just a losing player. That's crazy. Oh my god, he's so winning. He's just like, guys folding flop here. He's folding pairs there? Are we joking? Ozzy's the type of guy I would never beat him though. He would just always have it versus me and I would just fucking tilt. So, what the fuck ever. Oh my god. How did it not end here, guys? How did it not end here? How did it not end here? Wait, what, did he 3-bet? Did he 3-bet or he just called? I just called, right? He just called. Oh, like more money goes in though? I don't know how this fucking structure works. Rig size. Fox in lead? Oh my god, bro, it's a range lead. What are we doing? Obviously, he's like trying to exploit the guy, but come on, just lead. I know why he doesn't do it though, but I still like leading with his hand because you get to push equity and pick your turn size. But I think maybe he's thinking he runs XR, and it's just better. Because he has no queen X. How does he have a queen? I kind of get like Foxen's worried that he's just gonna run like he's probably like this. He just sat down. He's like worried about like low-key getting cooler the fuck out of, because your opponent does have like actually like a lot of boats here. You just don't really give a fuck when you have a queen. He played almost no 3-bet. Foxen was playing very low variance. Okay, that's smart. That's smart. I need to take a note of his playbook, bro. Which was smart until he abandoned it. Honestly, you're probably right. I think he just like... Yeah, I think you're right. It is hard because I think this guy was like running him. I think what he felt was Aussie probably figured him out and was just trying to run him over. Because if the guy knows you're playing a low variance strategy versus him, like, are you really winning anymore? And I think that's why Aussie was probably folding 8-7. So it kind of felt like Aussie knew what he was trying to do. And it is true, when you're not willing to put money in and your opponent knows it, like the dynamic between who's the winning player in the game kind of can switch. Like, so because you're just bet folding flushes and shit, it just probably feels like he probably felt like that was the time where he had to go with it. You know what I mean? Like, cause maybe that's why Aussie was folding like Ken's like 8-7 on the flop, just cause he probably just figured Foxen was going in with the low variance strategy. Like he's probably a smart dude. He just like, isn't as good at poker. But anyways, I'll BRB. Give me a sec, and then I'll probably start streaming. But are we joking about an ad that I just skipped? One day it's gonna be ladybugs returning a sheep there. I think only one of us can make it out. Anyway, we'll watch this hand, guys, and then I'll. Yo, wait, mods. I don't know if this guy's linking something, but unless this is like a link, you're linking it for content, but I don't think you are. Or you're linking because you want me to watch it. You want to check? So Foxen's defending loose. He's playing low variance, but he's defending one. I guess it's a strat. It's kind of odd. It's kind of odd to play these spots where you're like, I want to win at like an absurd win rate, because it is true. Like how much EV are you willing to give before you start lowering the win rate on the other side? Like you're lowering the variance. This hand is interesting. All right. My bad, man. I thought you were linking something. I'm gonna pull it up off stream. All right. Watch this. What is it? It's bro. This money is like unreal. This money is legit unreal. Bro, the table talk is crazy. Like if I go to these games, I'm just not talking. Like why you have to? Like, bro, I'm not talking. Like, I mean, maybe I am. I can't count myself. Like he insults his poker skill. I hope that's not what he's doing. So it's under the gun straddle. What is it? 3-bet pot? I missed pre-flop. Can you guys just tell me in the chat? I think the reason these guys insult people is because deep down they know they're not that good at poker. They have to like cope and like say like, I don't know, whatever the fuck. No, I just don't think so. I think it's like people they talk because they actually they think they're kind of good. It's going check all the way to river. Makita's going with the logic he blocks checkbacks. He's expecting reopens. I've played with him, he's an ass. That makes sense. It probably helps being a poker content creator to be an asshole. Brad Owen's a chill dude, though. Dude, I met this guy at the Red Rock, like before. Like, I literally met him when I was just starting out. I was like, oh, what's up? Like, hey, man. And he acts like a normal dude. He doesn't think he's, like, anything. I mean, maybe it changes. Success can get to you, but that guy was chill. Hopefully, guys, I haven't been up to... Hopefully he's not canceled in the next, like, since I said that. Because I don't know what he's doing now. And sometimes he's, like, doing a Gasa guy, and then find out he's canceled for some crazy thing. So, I don't know. So if he's canceled, I'm sorry. But I don't think he's chill when I met him. So he goes with the classic Mariano meme size, I guess. I don't know. Guys, what's the intent behind betting 2 cents here? Can someone tell me? Get called by Jack. Get called by a 10? Wait, but I have a Jack and a 10 in my hand. Why doesn't he just like try to get called by Ace Queen or Ace King or Ace 5 or... Like, does he actually think he's gonna fold? Yeah, rots your mind. I don't think so. I think it's like, I always think of the saying, I read this book, Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, and there's a common quote. It says, no one is screaming from the earth, from the roofs that the sun is going to rise tomorrow. Meaning that it's, in order for you to like really, really be adamant about something, it's because you're implying for some reason, there's some party that believes it's in doubt. Or you believe other people believe it's in doubt. Like, so like saying, you might believe other people think you're not, and I think he's aware. He plays like 20 hours a year. Yeah. So this hand is quite interesting. I mean, Mariano, this is, guys, he risked 50, he figured it was a possibility, but he did it all for fucking 25% of the pot. He risked it all for 25% of the pot. He risked it all for it. It was just so worth it to him. So as opposed to just like bet 75 fold, he does this thing where he bets 0 cents, so now he has to be like, fuck, man, like that's why the induce bet, guys, you know who actually gets induced? The player making it, because now he went, oh fuck, I did an induce bet, now I have to call. That's why the induce bet's objectively horrible, unless you know for a fact you're inducing. If you know for a fact you're inducing, I'm not going to argue with you, it makes money, because like you're just saying it makes money, and I'm not going to tell you you should never do it. You know it works, then just do it. But like for example, versus a whale, and you know he's going to pawn, but he risks it all for 25% pot. If he just went check, he saves like 3, now he's going to lose 3x the pot. And also, like, sick reg play by Makita, because if I know my opponent's doing this, I would never bet my hand. So, sick reg line. And that's the gin. When you're trapping, guys, and you see, like, the induce bet come out. Because you know they're going to level themselves. It's the best feeling in the world. The thing is, every time I'll try to like be balanced there and also keep in bluffs, just to be like, okay, I always have value here, so I'll have some bluffs. Like, people will just be like, fuck, I induced him. Like, it's so sick, but whatever. What do you think's going on in his head right now? What do you think he's thinking about, chat? About food? Is he that big of an asshole? What's he thinking about? Great about check. Fuck. Does he have aces or not? What would he bluff? I don't think anyone ever has the thought process, what would he bluff, right? Like, no live break has that thought process. Like, legitimately, they only think, like, does he have value or not? They just assume bluffs come out of thin air. I actually think, like, when I hear people talk about hand histories, like, 90% of the time, like, the earlier this chimney guy, when he called me, I literally don't think people think about what would he bluff. They just think, does he have it or not? Would he have it or not? Does the story make sense to have it? The bluff, he has 5-4 here, and he just doesn't believe me. I'm good. Well, if you want to make the right decision, dude, just fold. I mean, statistically likely, you're more likely to hit the clip. Aren't you, chat? if he really wants to make the right decision, he can just mathematically, math is on his side. If he just folds, it's gonna be a cooler. It's just more embarrassing when you're wrong, but it's the EV's there. I gotta do that more. Guys, I know I'm facing a 3x pot raise, but I'm gonna make the right decision. I'm gonna fold. Owned. Owned. Does he have the balls? I don't know. No, Makita doesn't have the balls, bro. He's not as ballsy as you, Mariana. The Trident High Roller just doesn't have the balls. I think I clearly, every time I see an online player play in this game, it feels like they always shit tech the online. I'm at the online player. Like they just feel threatened by them. Like when Nick Airball or whatever was just being like a dick to button clicker or whatever. What is he thinking about? It feels like he's just obsessed with how to clip. Like I don't know why they think for so long. I could never. I drive myself crazy. It's a cooler with my pure bluff catcher. And then he grills him? He grills him? Or what? I'm kind of hating on him too hard. Someone just said he was a dick, so I'm going with that. But maybe he's a nice guy. I don't know. Is it accurate, bro? He doesn't needle him, right? He doesn't. Alright. I'll probably start playing soon. Does he start roasting him, chat? I want to hear it. If he crashes out and starts being like a dickhead, I want to hear it, but I don't think he does. Or does he have the balls for it? Does he have the balls for it? What a fucking sick reg line, too. I guess it's just a cooler. I beat 0 bluffs. That's literally the thought process. It's like, I know he's not bluffing, but it's less embarrassing if I just say it's a cooler and I call with middle 2. But honestly, that's how people call me, bro. That's how people call me, respect. Like, if people just think you're, like, crazy, or, like, you're, like, good at the game or whatever, like, clearly, like, people know that Nikita's good at the game, or Makita's good at the game. It just feels like they can't fold good hands. Like, for some. They just get too scared. Even though, like, all his bluffs, like, he's a bad... He just bet, like, for 2 cents in the river, and he griefed himself. So, anyway. I don't think he's being that big of a dick to him. He's playing way too slow. I mean, Mariano just 3 minutes to fucking call a hand I knew he was never going to fold, so... I think, like, the more you think about it, the easier that hand becomes to fold. But, that's my opinion, but... Just because the raise is so big and, like, the line is so absurd that, like, it's hard to imagine that if I'm perceived as Mariano, that, like, some guy's ever going to bluff me that cares about making money. But maybe I'm wrong. But then again, you don't get that image for folding that spot, so it's kind of like a... Anyway. Okay, guys, I'm probably going to end stream here in a sec, and then we're going to run 4 minute delay, and then we'll be live playing fucking Texas Hold'em, trying to fucking fix our win rate. I have 50 people in here watching me watch poker. What the fuck? Love you guys. So he doesn't say shit, does he? Alright. Close the shit. Close this. Alright guys, I'm gonna end stream. I'll be live in 4 minutes. If you want to keep watching, you want to watch me lose, I'll see you guys then. But yeah, I'll probably be live in like 4:30. I gotta like set everything up. So yeah, I'll see you guys in 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Sorry about the